Owning a Rottweiler is an adventure full of ups and downs. They are one of the most loyal and protective breeds out there, but they also come with a lot of responsibility. Here's what it's like owning a Rottweiler. The positives of owning a Rottweiler. Owning a Rottweiler is like having a giant, affectionate companion who is always there for you. When I first brought home Thor, my Rottweiler, I didn't expect how much of a shadow he'd become. These dogs are incredibly loyal and clingy. Wherever you go, they'll follow. And trust me, when you have a 100-pound dog wanting to be in the same room as you all the time, you feel it. One thing I love about Rottweilers is how chill they can be inside the house. Thor acts like a lazy house cat most of the time, lounging around and enjoying the peace. They don't bark unnecessarily either, which is a huge plus for me. But don't be fooled by their laid-back nature. Rottweilers are always on alert, especially when the family is not paying attention. If a stranger approaches or something seems off, they'll let you know. Rottweilers are also amazing with kids. Thor, for instance, has a natural instinct to herd children, making sure they don't wander too far from the family. It's adorable to watch, but it's also a reminder of how much they care about their pack. However, with all this love comes responsibility. These dogs are naturally dominant and need consistent training from day one. They're smart, sometimes a bit stubborn, and they will test you to see what they can get away with. Training a Rottweiler isn't a one-and-done deal. You have to be firm, yet kind. Thor loves challenges, so I keep him busy with tasks like fetching items or pulling small loads in the yard. You'd be surprised how much pride they take in helping you. This also helps burn off their energy because while they can be lazy indoors, Rottweilers need daily exercise. Without it, they can become destructive or develop behavioral issues. Another thing to keep in mind is how sensitive Rottweilers are. Despite their tough, muscular appearance, they're big babies at heart. They crave attention and affection and can easily feel hurt if they're mistreated. That's why it's crucial to never be mean or overly harsh during training. If they start to distrust you, it could lead to bigger problems down the line. Health-wise, you need to be mindful of their diet. Rottweilers love to eat, and if you're not careful, they can quickly pack on the pounds. I make sure Thor gets balanced meals and treats in moderation, and regular exercise keeps him in top shape. Some Rottweilers can be prone to health issues like hip dysplasia or diabetes, so keeping them active and well-fed is key to a long, healthy life. The challenges of owning a Rottweiler. One of the biggest challenges with owning a Rottweiler is their sheer size and strength. Thor weighs over 100 pounds, and when he decides to pull on the leash during a walk, it feels like I'm holding onto a freight train. If you're not physically strong or if you've never dealt with large breeds before, handling a Rottweiler can be tough. They require consistent training from a young age to make sure they walk properly on a leash and don't drag you around. Rottweilers are not couch potatoes. While they do enjoy lounging around the house, they need daily exercise to stay healthy and well-behaved. If they don't get enough physical activity, they can become destructive or develop behavioral issues. Thor gets restless if we miss his daily walks or play sessions, and that's when things like chewing on furniture or shoes can happen. Keeping a Rottweiler well-exercised is a must. While Rottweilers are loving with their family, they can be cautious or even aggressive towards strangers or other dogs if they're not properly socialized. You have to start socializing them from a young age, exposing them to different people, environments, and animals. Without this, their protective instincts can go into overdrive, making it hard to take them out in public without them reacting negatively to new situations. Rottweilers are prone to certain health issues, particularly hip dysplasia and obesity. Because they're such large dogs, you need to keep a close eye on their diet and exercise to ensure they stay in good shape. Thor tends to put on weight easily, so I have to be careful not to overfeed him and make sure he gets plenty of exercise. Regular vet visits are also important to catch any health issues early. Rottweilers require a lot of time, effort, and experience to raise properly. They're not an ideal breed for first-time dog owners, as their size, strength, and dominant personality can be overwhelming for someone who isn't used to handling large, powerful dogs. They need a confident owner who can provide consistent training and establish clear boundaries from the beginning. Have any questions about Rottweilers or your own experiences to share? Comment down below.